Hello, second graders. Welcome to Grammar with me, Miss Taylor. Today we're going to learn about singular and plural nouns. But before we learn about this new kind of noun, these new kinds of nouns, let's review. So we know that a noun is a or What is it? You know it's a noun if you can it, it, or it. What do you think? Were you thinking this? A noun is a person, place, or thing. You know it's a noun if you can see it, hear it, smell it, touch it, or taste it. Please don't. Alrighty, so we can use our senses to tell if something is a noun. And a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. All right, so there is our little poster that we have in the back of our writing booklet, in the back of our little writing packet, that reminds us that a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So if you wanted to look in the back of your writing packet, you could. This would also make a nice coloring sheet, wouldn't it? All righty. So we know that a noun is a person, place, or thing. Well, last week, I should say, so Mrs. Schultz started telling us about what is a noun a couple weeks ago. And then Miss Lund last week told us about two different kinds of nouns. So one kind of a noun names a general person, place, or thing. It does not need a capital letter. And the other kind of noun names a specific person, place, or thing. And it does need a capital letter. Do you remember what those are called? All right, so let's see. A common noun names a general person, place, or thing. It does not need a capital letter. So if you were just talking about a cat, you don't need a capital letter. It's just a cat. But if you were talking about a specific person, place, or thing, scoop myself out of the picture here, you would need a capital letter. Like this little cute cat down here. This is my cat, Bob. And she's a lady cat named Bob. And she is a specific cat. So if I was talking to Bob or about Bob, I would use a capital B because she is a proper noun. It's proper. It wouldn't be proper if you didn't have a capital letter. So there's Bob. All right. And again, in the back of our writing packet, we have our little poster about common nouns and proper nouns. So a common noun is just any person, place, or thing. For example, city. I went into the city. But a proper noun, it must be proper. It names a specific person, place, or thing, and we need capital letters. So if you went to New York City, you would need capital letters for the proper noun. All right, now we're going to learn about some other kinds of nouns called singular and plural. A singular noun names one person, place, or thing. So for example, one cat. There's one cat. Singular. Singular means one. A plural noun names two or more people, places, or things. So here we have two cats. And again, we have a little poster in the back of our writing packets that talks about these kind of nouns. So a singular noun names one person, place, or thing. Miss Taylor keeps having to scoot herself out of the way here. Let's see, I'm gonna make my picture a little smaller, that might help. Okay, so if you were talking about one crayon, we would just say crayon. But if you had more than one crayon, if you had two or more, well, you would add an S and make it plural. So a plural noun names two or more people, places, or things. So here's singular, crayon, plural, crayons. Or another example here, kid, like the kid was funny, that means one, singular. Or if there was two or more, you could say the kids were funny, and we add an S. So to make a noun plural, usually we just add s. So a lot of times we talk about this in second grade. If you are making something plural, usually you can just add s. So here on the left side, we have these are the singular. And then on the right side, these are the plural. So if you had one cat, it would look like this. And if you had 2 or 3 or 4 or 79 cats, you would add an s. One water bottle. I have one water bottle. Or perhaps at your house, you might have many water bottles with an S. One tree, many trees. One pencil, many pencils. All right. Now, sometimes to make a noun plural, we have to add es. And you'll notice that on this side, we have some words. And then over this side, it shows how we have to add es. So, for example, the word fox, one fox, many foxes, we have to add an es. One bench, many benches, es. One bush, many bushes. One glass, many glasses. And there's a little rule for when we add es. You probably notice the ending, right? The ending sounds. There's a phonogram there. There's another phonogram. Oh, here's a double S, like the left rule. And then we have an X. So if the singular noun ends in an S, a double S, SH, CH, X, or Z, we have to add ES to the end. And I think the reason, not really sure, but I think the reason is it would be really hard to say fox with just an S. Try it. Fox. What about bench with just an S? Bench. It's kind of hard, isn't it? So with some of these, according to their endings, we have to kind of be careful of the endings. We have to sometimes add es. And then sometimes, boy, English is such a strange language, isn't it? It's such a funny language. Sometimes we have to change the spelling of the word to make the noun plural. So for example, one person, many people. One goose, many geese. One child, many children. One mouse, and 2 or 3 or 4 or 79 mice. All right, so there are a few other rules for when we have to add S or ES, but we're not going to kind of go into all of these rules, but if you were wondering, there are a few other rules for when to add S or ES or things like that. I just wanted to kind of show you that, but we are going to think about today, are these singular or plural? So think about these words. So we have teeth, friend, dogs, friends, sisters, classes, tooth, class, sister, and dog. Can you figure out which ones are singular? That means one. Or plural, that means more than one, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 79. So take a minute to look at these words. Singular or plural? Let's see, did you get it right? So here are the singular words. Friend, one tooth, one dog. One sister, one class. All singular, and again, singular means one. And then here we have plural. Plural means more than one, or 2 or more. 2 or more friends, 2 or more teeth. Ooh, how many teeth have you lost? 2 or more dogs, 2 or more sisters, and 2 or more classes. So you will notice that most of the words that are plural end with S. There's the S, there's an S, ooh, here's an ES, there's an S, and then this one is one of those are called irregular nouns when we actually have to change the spelling. So to review, a singular noun names one person, place, or thing, like one cat. And a plural noun names 2 or more people, places, or things, like 2 cats. All right, so your assignment for today is to complete a Google form. So it'll be kind of an online, sort of like a little quiz, but it'll just be kind of practice. And on this Google form, you will try to think about, do I remember what is a noun? So we'll do a little bit of review. What's a noun? What's a common noun? Ms. Lund taught us about common nouns last week and proper nouns, capital letters. And then today we learned about singular, that means one, and plural, that means two or more, 2 or 3 or 4 or 79. And let's see, that is your assignment for today. So you're going to do the Google form and you're going to submit it so your teachers can see your wonderful work. And then after winter break, we will talk more about how some words can be singular or plural, but also common or proper. Ooh. Have a great day, scholars.